It's been a couple of days, but I have indeed been able to put together my mod list. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning this morning finishing it up. Because once I got started, I didn't want to stop. I'm just doing my what do you call it, administrative work here right now, guys. Just give me a minute. Okay, there you are. Let's pop the chat out. Now this is going to be a fairly short stream. The only reason I'm doing it right now, I was going to do it later, but my niece is coming to pick me up in about an hour. Probably in about 40 minutes now, because it took me about 20 minutes to set this all up. So, yeah, I'm going to go through this. I know it's not going to be long. It's probably going to be 20-25 minutes, and then hopefully later after I eat, I will feel awake enough to come on, but we'll see. Anyway, so here we are. I think that's everything I need. Oh no, I didn't copy and paste the address in the YouTube, for crying out loud. Copy. Paste. Anything coming up for a picture? Just that. That's fine. Post. There we are. Okay. So that can go. That's up. That's popped. All right. So we're back into here. So a little more lap light just adds lights throughout New Vegas. So I like that. It's there's two things you can do. Electro City is the other one, but Electro City causes a few problems that this is fixed. So I'm using this instead. I've got the advanced thermal night vision installed. That's because I also have darker nights installed, which you'll see down here later on. I am going to install this after I've finished the first bunch of Goodspring quests, because otherwise it'll be in the way. So I was going to use an alternate font, but it didn't work. So I like my ammo to have weight, so I've got that downloaded. I've got the better game performance. That just helps it helps with crashes. My casings also have weight and value, as they should. They are metal in a world that isn't producing metal anymore. Hello. I've got the centered third-person camera, so when I zoom out, that it'll be centered instead of off to the right. I think it's the shoulder it's over. This it just gives Chet a much bigger inventory, so when you start the game, you have a chance to actually pick up a few things. Clean, that's just to keep, yeah. In the base game, Camp McCarran is disgusting. No military in the world, especially that cafeteria, would allow their cafeteria to look at. It just wouldn't happen. Just not going to happen. I'm sorry. No. That just shows a complete lack of discipline. Okay, I can go back to just having the enabled there now. All right, so that's, yeah. It's if you haven't played the base game, when you play the base game, wow, Camp McCarran, the cafeteria is just disgusting. I can't understand it. So I always this is one of the mods I always use. Even when I have something that cleans up the rest of the wasteland, I make sure that's in there to make sure McCarran is clean. Or reasonably so. I've got the cowboy perk for New Vegas Bounties 1. I just don't play without that mod. It's just too good. Cyberware, that means that I can get the implants. Decrucifixion means that if I come across someone who's being crucified, I have a chance to save them. Easy unlocking and easy hacking I always use, because it's just it's just, yeah. I don't really. I've never had a problem with unlocking and hacking, and it just takes a long time online, and it's just not worth it. Eddie is now flying, so he doesn't set off friggin' ground traps, as he shouldn't. He's flying, man. You know, what do you call it? A landmine. You have to put pressure on them for the most part. They just don't explode when air passes over them. If they did, holy Hannah, you wouldn't have much trouble clearing up landmines now, would you? You just get out there with a few fans and blow some air across them. I know, silly. Enhanced camera, that means I should be able to see my feet. Eddie and Rex are both essential because I can fix them. I haven't decided whether I'm going to play on hardcore mode or yet. Not yet. But if I do, they will remain essential. Flashlight, yeah, this isn't just a nice little mod. I almost never use it because I can't get anything to make the dungeons dark enough that I need them, except for from a couple of mods that have introduced their own dungeons. But you know, this is so that if I decide to pick up a lot of followers, I can send them home, so I don't have to travel with 4 or 5 or 6 people all the time. This lets me play after the game, so if I want to do the main game and then go in and do the DLC, I can do it that way if I want to. Hand loader, just that gives you more ammo. Hotfix for the New Vegas tick fix. Okay, so that's just to make the game so that you don't get those little stutters along the way. There's the JIP Companions Command and Control, which means that I've got portraits in there because I do have one mod installed for a follower, and I think he might be in there, so I put that in there. JIP, the recipe menu improvement, and this plugin you need in order for any of this to work. Johnny Guitar is an overhaul, which does quite a few things that I'm not even going to try to go into. Just irons. Just irons. I don't know what that is. Just mods is different mods like the telescopic sight with when you have a telescope on your rifle, whatever they call it, a scope, and sprint and duck and all of those stuff. I don't know what just irons is though. I can't remember. Light factions reloaded. Raiders puts more raiders throughout the wasteland, so it's this adds different hairdos and stuff into New Vegas. This adds actually ammo recipes that for some reason are missing from the main game. I don't know why. Mojave Nights, that just brings out more stuff at night. So if you travel at night, you have to be extra careful. Clean up the Mojave Outpost. I usually don't put that in until after I visit the Mojave Outpost, but screw it. It's believable either way. Not just the vehicles that are all lined up on that road, they take them and they pile them up to make a barrier around the camp in case the Legion comes marching through. I got all the more perks things that I always have and all the more traits. More vendor loot. I haven't played with this before, so I should get extra vendor loot from different vendors. I don't know exactly how much, but we'll see. Because it drives me nuts sometimes. I go and I search and search, and I can't find something that I want that should be in the game, especially mods. Oh, it drives me nuts. So I've got my crate truck in there again, of course. I've decided to install the new Bison Steve hotel, so I'll be making money. Won't be a problem. It adds a little bit of content outside of it, just like the house does. But you don't get too much of a level or anything for it. And it's a nice little thing to do. So, yeah, we're going to put that in. There's my New Vegas bounties. The script extender, you can't if you're going to have mods, you got to have the script extender. The no peep sight, that's for the cowboy rifle. That takes that stupid peep sight off of the cowboy rifle. That thing drives me absolutely nuts. Hate it. It just cuts your vision down so much, it's not funny. No witnesses. That means if I kill everyone in an area, then there's no witnesses. So if I kill all the Legion in Nipton, they don't know it's me. So yeah, I don't lose. The only way I'll lose reputation with them now is if there's witnesses to what I do. This is the anti-crash. You should always play with this if you're using mods, even if you aren't. If you only have one mod, that's the one you want to install. There's the... That's the New Vegas Bounties version 1. That's the no, that's the actual version. This is the patch up here. Sorry. Okay. So let's see. One HUD just allows me to adjust my HUD. You'll see what I did with it when I get in game because I've already done it. What I'm going to do, by the way, just so everyone is understanding, is I've already gone in and I've got the game as far as where I stand up off of the bed. So I've done my character selection basically as far as the look goes. I'll show you what I look like. Okay? Because to do that, I got to do so many things with the mods that it would be really boring to watch. So I did that. So what I'll do is when I start the game, I'll start the game and we'll get up to that point. So I can show you, you know, I might even skip the thingy because you don't need to see it twice. But we'll get up to the point where I'm in bed anyway. And then I'll exit that game and I'll come in and load the game that I already got started so that all the mods are configured the way I want them. Get a perk every level because I think 1 every 2 levels is just asinine. If you're going to do that, then make the levels longer. That's all I got to say to that. These are your custom health visuals and AP visuals. They're just interesting side effects in the game. The Prim powder, that means there's more powder gangsters in Prim. I like this. It makes it much harder to take Prim out. And the reputation restored, an absolute necessity, because otherwise you can never get your reputation above accepted, I think. I don't know what they did, but they did something wrong. Quick grenade hotkey, so if I decide to actually use grenades this time, which I haven't very much at all, but if I do decide to use them, then I've got the hotkey set up. I think it's 4 and 7 in the keypad numbers, but you don't care about that. Realistic headshots. If I get shot in the head, I die. If I shoot someone else in the head, they die. Pretty fucking simple. I mean, really. You get shot in the head, you're going to die. I don't know what the percentages are, but it's pretty freaking high. So if you have a helmet on, you might survive one shot of a weak weapon. But, yeah, no. There's the follower mod that I've got installed, Russell. It's a fairly extensive one. I don't know when I'll do that because I think you're supposed to be level 15 before you do that, but I'm going to leave it in there for now. We'll see. That's for Old World Blues. There are some bugs in the sync that just fixes them. It's not a big deal. This is the thing you need in order to use the truck and the Sword-O-Matic. Some Guy Series 2. You need the Sword-O-Matic to use the truck as well. It takes both of those things. Stealth suit fixes the stealth suit. And this changes the stealth suit so it's not armor. So I can use whatever armor I have over it, which makes much more sense to me. So, the Stewie tweaks is just, and these are both just updates, fixes, and lots of different stuff in them. There's the mod configuration menu, which you'll see in action when I get into the game. Weapon mod menu is up there for me. The courier supply pack. Now I'll be getting those, but I'll be dumping them, and I will not pick up the armor until I come across something similar of similar value. But I am going to keep the gun. Sorry, I like that gun. Time and Sun just The amount of the length of the days has changed. They start at 5 and end at 9, I think. And the time frame has changed. So instead of 1 to whatever, I think it's 1 to 30. I've got it at 1 to 10. So this is necessary for a lot of different mods. It's just an interface. Uncut Bison Steve puts the trees back. Uncut Cottonwood Cove Shack puts the shack that was cut. Uncut Wasteland plus NPCs adds some other stuff in there. You'll see it as we go. The Universal Item Sorter, it's the same thing as the other. It's just a different way of doing things. I think that's for Old World Blues. The unofficial patch, of course. This, I can't remember what it does. It does something important, though. Veronica, no hood, please and thank you. Vigilant Recycler. That just means that there's more recipes and stuff again for me to use that somehow didn't get included in the other one. And it also allows me to save extra to pick up shells and stuff once you get that perk. Weapons mod expanded. Yes, please. Vortex, that you have to have that on if you're using mods. In New Vegas, it's just an absolute necessary. I don't know what it does, it just works. So weapons mods expanded, and then you got the weapon retexture compatibility, which I don't think I need. Maybe I do. Anyway, yeah, okay. And WX plus the DLC, so there's extra weapons there. So these are all new weapons and new skins and stuff. Yup, this is another patch. So the patches all do different things. And they're all huge, so, you know. And there's the zooming scope I told you about. So there you are. That's the mod list that I'll be using as far as I know. There are a couple other mods that I might introduce. I haven't quite decided yet, but that is the... I tried to put Darnified. I couldn't get it to work without going in, and I would have had to type out... Oh, just no. Way too much trouble. So, yeah, that's... I might put this in... If I start getting stutters or crashes or something, I'll put that in. It'll help a little bit. Not a great deal, but a little bit. But there are a couple other mods that I might decide to put on. Jay Sawyer, I still haven't decided about that because I do like the Jay Sawyer. I like that a lot. I might put that in just before I start. I don't know what that is. I really don't. I'll have to figure it out though. I might put this in Mighty Dungeons 3. It adds 29 new dungeons into the game. I'm thinking about that very seriously. But you recommend it to be quite a high level, so it can wait. I got the Factions Reloaded, which adds... Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know what I got, because I already told you. These are other things I've tried that didn't like. I like this, but it messes with the game too much. I haven't put any texture packs in, and I don't really plan on it. I don't need that because it's in the other thing. That's why you need the tick fix there. Let's see, Northern don't care about that. No, that's and the New Vegas bounties. I've only put one in. I think I'll probably only have one in. This is just... This guy just stands outside your apartment to sell stuff to you, and he doesn't have anything worthwhile to speak of by the time you get to there. I might go there early. I might see how well I can do against that in an early stage. We'll see. Don't use Project Nevada. It's got too many problems. You're much better off using Cyberware. Remove plants. Sunset Sarsaparilla. That is a really good mod. It's just I've done it twice now, which is enough. The uncut stuff, some of it is good, some of it is not necessary. Veronica Fix, I'm not sure what that is for. I haven't looked into it yet, so... but Veronica, I'll put that in later if I decide to do just before I decide to do the other DLC. Depending on when I do it, might as well put it in now. Screw it. As long as it doesn't mess anything up. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have that in there now. Okay, yeah, I'm not putting any of this stuff in this time unless I really, really have to. I'm going to wait on this. It does a lot of stuff. I'll see how I feel once I start. I still haven't decided whether I'm playing survival mode or not, so I took that out because it's, I'm not putting WRP in World War One guns. No. So, there you are. I also have, you won't be able to see it because I don't have my desktop on the, Broadcaster. But, I also have, I'll be playing in, I have the Fallout New Vegas 4GB in executive installed, so it's playing at the 4GB level. That's really, if I install any of those texture mods, I need that. You should have it anyway. It makes it so Windows doesn't crash as much because instead of using 2GB, it uses 4. And I've also got the windowed mode, which allows me to play in, which cuts down on, again, the number of crashes. So I think that is the complete list of my mods. So everyone, thank you very much for joining me for that short, hopefully informative mod talk, I guess. And we'll talk to you a little later on, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Not quite sure yet. I'm still, there's a couple mods in there that, as you could see, I was thinking about, so I'm not sure, but probably tonight. I'm hoping to start tonight anyway. We'll see how I feel. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much. Have a nice day, morning, night, evening, as the case may be. And we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye now.